everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so this is going to be my first unboxing video when it comes to a Mantalab release. And I have a very, very special edition to show you. So of course the movie is The Flash. Now this is a one-click Mantalab release. And inside this edition you get 3 releases. One is a full slip edition. Of course you get a single-sided lenticular edition, and then of course a double-sided lenticular. And every single one of the editions look amazing inside this box set. And it goes without saying, but I am really, really looking forward to taking you around this one and showing you what it's all about, and I really do hope you enjoy it. So that will be coming now in a second. It'll be my pleasure. Now, I have to tell you, I love this movie. You will not believe how much I love this movie. Now, I understand why people don't like it. Mainly to do with the actor. Was it Ezra Miller? Is that his name? The things that man has done is absolutely horrible. It really is. Now, I'm not going to get into it in my channel. If you do want to check it out, just go on to Wikipedia. It's ridiculous. It's amazing that a man like him, you know, he has the world at his feet. And I think he was liked when it came to the Justice League movies. Like, people kind of were on board with him when it comes to playing the Flash. And he is very good in the movie. He really is. No, there's no denying it, despite the asshole that he is. But like I said, he has the world at his feet, and yet he carries on like a goddamn moron. And now his career is gone. Such a waste. It really is. It's a waste of a talent, because, like I said, he is brilliant in this. He's brilliant in the role. He really is. There's something very, very likeable about him. But unfortunately, a lot of people out there couldn't see past the asshole that he is, and they basically boycotted this movie. And I completely understand that. I really, really do. But I've spoken about this before on my channel. Thousands of people worked on this movie. And it should never be spoiled because of one chap acting like an asshole. All their hard work gone down the drain because of one person. It's horrible when you think about it. So if you can kind of look past him and check out the movie, I think you're going to be impressed. I really do. It gave me a little bit of everything. Now, we went into it with our expectations rock bottom. I am not kidding. They were right there. It couldn't get any lower. So when we watched it for the first time, we loved it. We couldn't believe how good it was. But I remember saying to Ellen that night, I said to her, you know what? Now that we know what The Flash is all about, what is that second viewing going to be like? Thankfully, we had the second viewing last weekend, and it was even more enjoyable. As a matter of fact, I would nearly go as far as to say that this is my favourite DC movie in the last 10 years. And that's saying something. And I know I'm going to be on my own when I say that. But look, what can I tell you? The heart loves what the heart loves. But one of the reasons to why I wanted to watch this is to see Michael Keaton back in the bat suit, playing Batman. And after seeing him, he never missed a trick. He looks the part. And I've spoken about this to a friend of mine on YouTube. His name is Ash. I was only just talking about it a few weeks ago. And I said to him, this thing that Hollywood has, this obsession with age, I think it's goddamn wrong. Because when you look at Michael Keaton in this, like I said, he did not miss a trick. He sounds like Batman. He sounds just exactly how he sounded. And when you look at his physique, he looks amazing. He really does. And I remember just finishing that movie and I turned around to Ellen and I was like, my God, give that man another movie. He is well capable of doing it. No, but they won't, because he's at a certain age. And I think it's wrong. I really do. And I know there's going to be a huge fan base out there if they actually decided to do another Michael Keaton Batman movie. I know everyone would have flooded out to see it. But again, they're catering to the younger generation, and maybe the younger generation don't want to see an older Batman. I honestly don't know, but I think he was fantastic in this. And the girl, I can't think of the actress's name that played Supergirl. I really enjoyed her in this as well. Don't get me wrong, it would have been great to see Henry Cavill make a little cameo, but at least you got to see the likes of Wonder Woman in there, and of course Ben Affleck as Batman. Now, I'm not going to talk anything more about the movie because there is so many spoilers in this one. There is some absolutely amazing cameos, and I really do mean that. Now, look, I know there is some very questionable CGI, particularly the opening sequence with all the babies. It looks quite bad. But there is also some wonderful moments as well in terms of CGI, and I think people kind of just skip past that, unfortunately. But all I can do is encourage us to check it out. And I hope that people that haven't seen it and look at it for the first time, that you get as much out of it as I did. Like I said, I think it's a great movie. Now, when it comes to the 4K transfer on this one, it's insane. It really is. The first thing you're going to see is Flash's costume. And the colours on it. Oh my god. These deep reds that you see. But they're not just deep, but it's very vibrant as well. And you can make out every single bit of detail on his suit. Like, you know, you're talking like a flea on an elephant's ass kind of detail. I am not kidding. You will be able to make it out. It is quite striking. But it is Dolby Vision that's the star of the show on this one. I'm always saying it, but it really is on this one. Especially when he goes into the past, those segments. Now again, I know some of the CGI is a little bit questionable, and of course the 4K is going to show up a lot of that CGI. If you thought it looked bad in the cinemas, chances are it's going to look worse, particularly if you have like an OLED TV. If you have a very good, impressive setup, yeah, them scenes are really going to stand out on 4K. But you really are going to appreciate some of the amazing colours. Every colour under the rainbow is in them segments, and wow, it is an absolute sight to behold. It's a borderline demo disc, it really is. And it comes with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and that is reference quality. Now normally I would take the opportunity to start singling out certain scenes in this movie when it comes to sound. I really don't have to. Any action set piece that you see in it is incredible. There is some amazing separation with your speakers. Every speaker, every channel is firing. Your overhead channels in particular get an incredible workout. I suppose I could single out one scene, the battle with Zod at the end of it. Well, near the end of it. Is a very impressive scene, to say the least. But there is so many to be impressed with when it comes to its Dolby Atmos. Right, so with that said, I am going to take us around this box set, and I really do hope you enjoy it. So yeah, here we go. Right, so here we go, the Flash one-click edition from Mantalab. So this artwork should look familiar to you because we got a Steelbook release over here with the exact same artwork. And the only thing I will say though is the artwork on this one is so much more detailed. And it's all because of all the heavy spot glossing that you see going on. Not just spot glossing, but there's a lot of texturing to it. Like you'll notice that the Batwing above him is done with heavy spot glossing. But when you look at Flash himself, there is some lovely texturing to him. Even the platform that he's standing on, you can feel every kind of rigid there. It is quite impressive. So it's amazing the difference that a bit of spot glossing makes to a bit of artwork. It really stands out that little bit more. But I was always a fan of that artwork. So that is the main box art. So I'm just going to show you the top of it, which you've simply got the logo of the movie. And to the bottom, you will have your unique number. As you can see, there's only 600 of them. And I have 67. So quite a low number. So the spines are the exact same on each side. Sorry about my fingerprints. But that is one side of it. You got the title of the movie. And then, of course, the 4K DC and Warner Brothers logo. And it's the same on the other side as well. So when it comes to the back artwork, when it comes to this set, it's actually the same as the Steelbook. I am not kidding. You've just got the Flash kind of sigil there. And once again, it's a mixture of kind of spot glossing and texturing. You kind of feel it all there. So yes, there's a little slight bit of, it's almost like embossing going on with it. So simple bit of artwork on the back, nothing near as good as the main cover, but still quite nice. So what happens is this is magnetically sealed, so you simply open it like that, and then open it, and that is your releases, that they're stacked on top of each other, so 3 of them all together. So that's how it's housed. So with that said, I'm going to close it back up and I'm going to take out the first edition, which should be the full slip release. Right, so here we go. This is the first of 3 and this is the full slip edition. And I have to tell you, this one might be my favourite of the 3. But it'll be interesting to hear what you think out there. So the one thing I will say is the artwork on this one is quite amazing. It really is. So as you can see, you got the Batwing, you got Flash there as well, and of course, Supergirl. And each one is leaving this trail behind them. So yes, the colour scheme in particular looks amazing. But when you put that added spot glossing to it, it really makes the world of difference. Look at that when you bend the light against it. Oh my god, I cannot get over how beautiful this looks. So this was the first release that I seen when I first checked out the unboxings for this, and the minute I seen this, I knew I needed to add it to my collection, and it was great that it was part of this set. So everything that you can see, even the title of the movie, is all done with spot glossing, even the DC title up top. So yes, it's an impressive piece of artwork to say the least. So I'll take us then to the top, and the artwork has kind of continued onto it, as well as the title of the movie. And right down below, once again, you get your number, and as you can see, it is matching. And then, of course, you've got the spine of it. And again, the artwork has continued. And wait till you see the back artwork in this one, it's just equally as impressive. And here we go, voila. So, again, the colour scheme, it just stands out so much. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to this 4K transfer. Because there is just so much colour. That's exactly how the movie looks. It is breathtaking at times. But as you can see, you just got the flash there again. And look at all the spot glossing and texturing going on. There's just so much detail on his suit. Whoever thought we could get artwork looking like this? Unbelievable. Such incredible effort gone behind it. Even the way the electricity kind of lights up when you bend the light against it. It really is beautiful. And I think he's kind of getting an understanding now of why it's my favourite of the three. So that is the back artwork. Love it. And this is the contents that we're going to be looking at. So the steelbook inside this set is exclusive to this edition. It can't be bought separately. So I'll show you the steelbook last. I want to quickly just show you the booklet that you get. So once again, you got the flash sigil on the cover, of course, the title of the movie. And right around to the back, it's just, yeah, it just continues the artwork. Let me just open it in full. And there you have it. So, yeah, it's a simple stills booklet. No write-up, unfortunately, when it comes to this booklet. And the thing is, everything that's inside this edition, it's the same contents in the other three. So it goes without saying, I should be able to take you around the other two quite quickly. I'll be basically just showing you the box. So that is the booklet. And onto the steelbook we go. And this is another amazing looking steelbook. Now, it does come with a high gloss finish, and there is a slight bit of debossing, and it's all to do with the title of the movie. But once again, they're kind of sticking to that colour scheme that we've seen throughout this edition. Once again, you got the Flash there, you got the Batwing as well, of course Supergirl, and Batman in the background. Beautiful bit of artwork on this one. Is the DC embossed? No, it's not. I thought it was for a second there. So that's the steel anyway. Lovely steelbook. And this is the spine of it. And right around to the back, and it's equally as impressive. Now, normally I would criticise to see credits down below in the bottom of this steelbook. As you can see, it's not really hampering the artwork, so I'm okay with it. But once again, I have to tell you, is when you kind of bend the light against it, and all the highlights they kind of just light up on the Flash's suit, it really is beautiful. Then, of course, you got Batman in the back as well as Supergirl. And I think you can actually make out the crashed Batwing there as well. So, yes, great artwork all around when it comes to the steelbook. So what I'll do is I'll open it up in full and let you have a look at it. So there you have it. Right, so turn it around. And we've got an envelope full of goodies, which I'll show you now in a second. You've also got a few stickers there as well. So that is the inside of the steel. You've got your 4K disc. And then, of course, you've got the Blu-ray disc. And as you can see, they're different colours. And all that's left to show you is the inside of the steelbook. So that is the steelbook taken care of. So what I'll do is I'm going to just show you the the envelope that you got there. But before I do anything, you get a couple of stickers there as well. And as you can see, you got the flash, the title, you got the sigil, and of course the bat wing as well. So just a simple little sticker. And then of course you get this little Mantalab, I don't know what you call it, it's like a pin, not a pin, but yeah, it's a little small card, put it that way. And it is done with lenticular as well. And as you can see, you got the colours of the flash on it as well. So, right, this is the envelope full of the cards. And once again, the title and the sigil is done with spot glossing. And of course, they had to stick to the colour red when it comes to the envelope. And then, right, let's open it. Let's have a look at these cards. So, like I said, folks, bear in mind that the envelope that's in the other releases is going to have the same cards in it as well. Right, so we've got a couple of smaller ones here. And I'm presuming they're character cards. You got the flash there as well. Nice high gloss finish on them as well. And of course, Michael Keaton there as Batman. So, yeah. Oh, the Batmobile. That's my only gripe I have with the movie. They actually show the Batmobile, but it never gets driven. Which is, it's cruel. It really is. To actually kind of show it to us and then not to take it out for a spin. It would have been nice to see it in the movie. Right, so that's the smaller cards that you get. And these are a few of the bigger ones that you get. And as you can see, it's just a few stills that you see in the movie. Probably 5 of them altogether, I think. There you have it. And this is the backings for those cards, and they're all the exact same. Right, so that is everything when it comes to this first edition of The Flash. I'll make my way onto the second one now. Right, so this is edition 2, and it's the single-sided lenticular cover. Now, in terms of this lenticular, it doesn't do much. Like I said, it just adds a bit of depth to that image. It's cool though, when you kind of put your finger down, it just looks like the flash is going past it. Again, I seriously doubt my camera is picking it up, but trust me, it works very, very well. And then you'll notice just behind Supergirl there, you got, it's one of the Zod's ships, and of course the Batwing there as well, so they're covering quite a bit when it comes to this lenticular. There is a little bit of movement that you can sort of see in the background there. So yes, another beautiful bit of artwork on this one. So I'll then take us to the top of this box, and once again you've got the title, and it's going to be the exact same on the bottom, matching number. And then of course to the spine, and all spot glossing going on there in terms of every bit of writing that you see. And then this is the back artwork, and it's another amazing bit of artwork. So as you can see, you've got 2 variants of the Flash on the back of this artwork, and of course you got Supergirl in the middle. So once again, as you can see, all 3 of them really do stand out, particularly Supergirl. So that's the beauty of that again, go back to that spot glossing. It really does, it just adds a certain element of depth to the image. You can actually see, you can actually make out the spacing between each character because of that spot glossing. But you'll notice, particularly on Supergirl, there is quite a lot going on there, and it looks a bit heavier than it does on the other 2 characters. So again, you can just see that the effort that's going behind the artwork on each one of these releases. Sorry. So that is the back. Nothing else going on. As you can see, it's the battleground at the end of it. You got a kind of a helicopter in the background, and that's about it. So, look, I don't have to take us around the contents because the contents are the exact same. I'll just quickly show you. As you can see, the book's the same and the Steelbook is the same. As a matter of fact, I still have it sealed. I didn't see the point of opening it up, so I may as well protect it as much as I possibly can. So that is the single-sided release, or single-sided lenticular release. So I'm going to make my way onto the second or the third edition. Right, this is the last of 3, and this is the double-sided lenticular. And just like the other release, all the contents that are inside this are the exact same as the very first edition that I showed you, so this should be very, very quick. So once again, oh my god, the artwork is absolutely exquisite on this lenticular cover. And once again, there is a little bit of movement to it as well. But once again, it's just all about giving depth to that image. And I have to tell you, it works incredibly well. I'm just loving, once again, the colour scheme that you see throughout this entire release. It really stands out. Especially when you see all that kind of energy coming from the Flash. It is beautiful. So you'll notice as well, you got Batman down at the bottom left corner there, of course, Supergirl. And once again, you've got the Batwing. The Batwing is heavily featured in this set, which was quite surprising, but it's great to see as well. So that is the lenticular on this one. Quite impressive. I really had to stop playing with it. Right, anyway, I'm moving on. Right, so this is the top of the box. Once again, you've got the title of the movie, where the artwork hasn't really continued onto the top on this one, where it did on the other two. As you can see, your number once again matching up. And then you've got the spine of it, and as you can see, the artwork has somewhat continued onto the spine. And everything you see there in terms of writing is done with spot glossing. And wait till you see the back of this. This is absolutely incredible. So this is the other lenticular. And as you can see, it's that very powerful moment in the movie. Again, I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but it is Supergirl and her carrying the Flash. I'm going to say no more about it. But the one thing I love about this lenticular, as you can see when I turn it, you can kind of make out the sky changing there. Is there a bolt of... You can sort of see... It's almost like a bolt of lightning coming through. And it's heading straight towards them. Look at that. I think that's what it's meant to be. Again, I could be getting that wrong. But yes, the lenticular is insane on the back of this one. Again, I just wish my camera could pick it up when you see the depth of the image. It's just... It really is incredible. But I'll just take it in close and let's just have a look at it again when I kind of move it. But there you go, look at that. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful lenticular on this one. So in terms of the lenticulars, I think this is the most impressive out of the lot that I've seen. So that is the back artwork. And like I said, it's the exact same contents as the others. So again, no need to take it out. Right, so what I'm going to do is, that is the third one. I'm going to bring that box back in and I'm going to put everything back into it. So let me open it up. So that's the double lenticular gone in. Sits on top beautifully. Of course, you've got the single-sided lenticular. If it will go in, that is. And then, of course, the full slip edition. And as you can see, they all come with protectors as well, which is great to see. And that is the Flash box set. Right, so there you have it. That is my release of The Flash. And like I said at the start of this video, there's going to be more of these coming in the future. Mantalab definitely have my attention. I'm in the midst of getting 2 more releases. I do have one of them. That's definitely confirmed. I'm hoping to hear something today when it comes to the second one. Now, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it. But trust me, there's going to be more videos like this coming up. And I really do hope you enjoy them. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of this release of it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.